Hey everyone, welcome back to the Pokemon Casino. Today we are going over the price guide for Ruler of the Black Flame. 1 week after this set has been released, how are these cards trading in the secondary market? Let's find out. Okay everyone, it is 1 week since this set has been released in Japan. It is the first set with a terrestrialized Charizard, Dark type. How is that card done? How is all the other SRs and SARs? As you can see on this main page, there are beautiful cards in here. Has the sort of the Greta, the waifu sort of, or Poppy really lived up to its name as in other sets? Let's dig right into it, but before we do, remember to click that subscribe button, click that like button. Let me know what you think about this set. Let me know what you think about these prices. And how does this set sort of rank up as compared to all the other sets that have been released so far in Scarlet and Violet. But first look at how much one of these boxes costs right now. So like all other Japanese booster boxes released this year, pricing has absolutely been crazy. This box is currently trading or transacting around $120 per box. And so what do you get for $120? You get one guaranteed secret, of course, in these boxes. But in these boxes, you're going to get 20 packs. And then in each pack, you're going to have 5 cards, basically. And in one of those packs, of those 20 packs, will have your secret. So it's not a cheap set, $120. How do the cards sort of match up or compare to the price of this booster box? Which one do you have to get to sort of quote unquote make your money back or to really have the chance at buying a box as opposed to just buying the single, which to be honest seems to be the smart way to go these days instead of opening up packs and sort of getting duds like I have been for the past month or two. Absolutely crazy. So it's always fun to open up packs, but also not sometimes financially responsible, but it is fun. So that you get that excitement in it that you can't put on. But under $20, remember that price. Let's see where number 10 in this set is at. Number 10 is the Geta SR. So as you can see, was this the waifu card everyone thought it would be? Probably not. All the other waifus, like we got Miriam, we got Iono, those ones have been absolutely crazy in pricing, right? This is the first set that is sort of disappointed a little bit, I think, with this SR only at $24. And as you can see, since sort of the release of this set 1 week ago, this card has almost half, not really half, maybe 30-40% down. It's fluctuated a little bit for gem mint copies or minty copies of it, which is the blue line as you can see on this chart over there. So we'll see how this card trades overall, but a bit of disappointment for the waifu category. So does that mean that the other Pokemon have done well? Let's see number 9. Number 9, we get our first Pokemon SAR, and it's Ice Cube EX SAR. This one is going for $28. Unfortunately, the site that I'm using does not track these cards, so there's no price chart. I do think this card is going to go up in pricing. With $28 for an SAR seems cheap. Getting SARs, as you can see, if you haven't watched my 151 case break yet, 12 boxes, how many SARs you get? It's not easy to get Pokemon SAR cards. So this one, I expect it to go up probably a bit in the long run, because it is an SAR and they are so hard to get in these boxes. But at number 8, what do we have? We got Ortega. So we got the Gaifu of this set. Surprisingly, more than Gita. It's at $35 versus I think it was what, $25 for Gita. But wow, this one has absolutely dropped off a cliff since release. Absolutely halved in pricing for a sort of a minty copy. The yellow line is a scratch, sort of a grade, probably B, A or B, so not minty. But as you can see, this has absolutely fallen off a cliff, probably because it is a Gaifu card. I do expect this price of this card to drop even more, to probably single digits. That's just like all the other Gaifu cards that have been released, right? No one really wants them, no one really cares. It is a beautiful card that has Nuki Saito as illustrated, so it does have that going for it, but How much is it actually in demand? I don't think it's much actually. But at number 7, we got Poppy SAR. I can't call it a waifu because it is just a baby girl, and I think that's inappropriate to call it that. But it's also sort of tied for number 8 spot at $35 for this card. This card, very cute, very pretty, not the waifu, far out from the waifu pricing. It has absolutely dropped as well, a good like 20-30% since release day, as expected, to be frank. So as I am a broken record, I'm going to say this again. If you want cards, don't buy them in the first week. Let them drop first. And though it hasn't been a slight of a rebound, I think this is going to go down some more, or maybe stable in a little bit, maybe go down and then sort of stabilize there. So it's a cute card, but I don't think many people want it. I don't know the playability of it, to be honest, but I haven't heard much on the playability factor either. But number 6, we got the next SAR. We got Pidgeot SAR coming in at a strong $42 for this card. Really interesting. The illustrator is Jerky. Jerky also did the Pidgey evolution set. So there are 3 cards as part of this Pidgeot series of cards. You have the basic, you got stage 1, obviously you have stage 2 that you see on screen here for $42. Not too bad. I think it's a fair pricing for it. All the illustrations are by Jerky, so they all sort of have the same artwork, which is nice to have if you want that 3-card set. Very nice to pick up because I love these 3-card sets. Still thinking if I'm going to be picking this one up and trying to collect all these 3-card sets that come out, because it does take a chunk of change. So thinking about that, but let's see what's number 5. Number 5 is the man, the legend, the terrestrialized dark type Charizard full art version. And this is going for a strong $63. So not too shabby for a full art at all. Most full arts will eventually trade a month later at like single digits, like $10 or below. So this one at 63 is very respectable. Obviously it is Charizard. It hasn't really dropped off too much since its open pricing from card shops, so which is a bit surprising. 6,000, it fell a bunch the first day, but then it sort of made a resurgence. You can see stock has been going down, which is the gray horizontal bars, vertical bars. So stock hasn't gone down. People have been buying this one up. We'll see how this one trends. It is just a full art card, so, but it does have the Charizard effect. So I think it's going to go down a bit overall because most are only trading at like single digits. I think the last time we had a Charizard full art card, it was probably about like, ended up at what, $30-$40. So I expect this one to sort of maybe be a bit above that one, just because it is terrestrialized and dark type, but we'll see. Number 4, we have Gita SAR, $89. So you can see a much stronger pricing than its SR. But wow, this one has really gone down a lot as well, from probably what is that, 13,500 yen down to less than 8,000, so around 7,000. So maybe half around there. A really big drop on day one. I think people just aren't interested in this one. It's not living up to the waifu name. It's not as playable as Iono. So you're just seeing that big price impact of people pulling it in and just selling it off. And it seems like that downward trend is going to continue. But at number 3, we've also got the next SAR. It is the Poppy. Very cute looking card. $124. It seems like a pretty high price for it. You've seen it dropping. It seems that it's stabilized in the past few days, but I do think this one over in the sort of the medium term will continue to go down. But again, pretty big drop, about a 30-40% drop, I would say, since opening day. And then number 2, we got the gold card. And I love these gold cards, if you know. This one is $138. It looks great. When it was leaked in another language, I forget what it was, maybe German, people were going all crazy about it, and I think it looks fantastic. It looks good. Nothing that I'm going to be picking up, especially not for $138. I do think it's going to go down. It is Charizard, so it's going to have some sort of demand and floor price, but $140 still seems a bit high to me. It is still hovering around its sort of opening price, which is a bit surprising to me. But I do think it's going to go down over time. Especially you can see sort of the scratch ones. People don't want scratch ones. That pricing has really, really tanked. And I think that shows you more of that demand. People only want genuine copies. They only want to like sort of grade them and probably get that uplift. So people are trying to buy this up, send it off to grading, which is why stock has also been going down. But before we go to number 1, you know it, we're going to do a few honorable mentions. So here we have Reveroom SAR. This one is at $24. A very interesting artwork one. For $24, very affordable, I would say, for an SCR. Even though it is affordable, probably one that I'll skip because $24 is $24, so I could use that for a lot of other stuff. The next card is Fire Energy. It's only $21, and I thought energy cards are usually around $40 to $50. Maybe because there's no energy or there's no fire deck right now that is really meta, so there's no one really wanting it. But I think it looks like a great energy card, so I'm expecting this to go up, especially if a fire meta deck is released. But next up, we got Cleffa AR, the best card in this whole set. Come on, guys, you gotta agree with me. $5, absolute steal for this card. I think it looks so good. I think it's gonna go up. I think people are just gonna see like this is such a cute card. It's gonna have a Pikachu effect, maybe like Baby Pika if it was like a Pichu or something like that. It is a baby Pokemon, super adorable, great artwork. I love it. I think it's gonna go up. Ninetales, also a great looking card. $7, steal for ARs. But ARs, just to let you know, tend to have not done very well in previous sets. So maybe $7 is a fair price. My price predictions are just based on, you know what, guts and just overall feeling how things should be. But this one's $7. We'll see. But number one card in this set, 1 week after release, which one is it? Of course it is. It's the Charizard EX SAR. Everyone already knew that this was going to be that card. It is going for an absolutely mind-boggling $417. $417 for this card. And I think it is pretty hard to pull. So maybe it's deserving. The artwork is pretty out there, right? It's all the crystals everywhere. So it's really interesting artwork. We haven't seen a terrestrialized Charizard before. This is the first one, the first set to ever do so. And as you can see, surprising from day one, comparing to the price, it is actually up. And stock of this card is actually going down. So with stock down, supply low, demand still high, you know, the price is going to go up. But overall, I think after it settles, maybe after the next set, a month later, I think this is going to go down a little bit. Maybe not a little bit, maybe more than a bit. $400 for a card, for a modern card, is still very expensive to me. So we'll see how things go. But hey, guys, that was the price guide 1 week after release of Ruler of the Black Flame. Not sure how the English cards are going to be trending, but I'm guessing very similar, other than the trainer cards that trend not to do as well in English sets as compared to Japanese. But if you like this, remember to click that subscribe button. If you guys are going to be opening up packs, I wish you fantastic RNG. Until the next video, bye-bye.